All right, this is This or That episode 2. Um, we're gonna do player performances of the week, game recaps, news around the league, our classic This or That segment. Then we're gonna introduce a new one, which is Name That Player, like kind of like Name That Pokemon, but with stats. Then we're gonna do our top 3 draft, and today we're doing players that need more playing time.
Who needs Freed?
All right, so we'll talk about player performances of the week.
You want to kick it off, Matt?
Yeah, sure. Well, for my Cavs, Garland dropped 50. Um, it wasn't a loss, so it wasn't as sweet as I wish it was. But fourth quarter, he dropped 27 points. Shot 10 of 14 from three. He just wasn't missing. But obviously would have liked the win. But he almost brought us back from down 22 at some point in the fourth quarter, which is kind of ridiculous. He really needed that game because he was struggling shooting and he needed to get back on track. And we're recording this after they just lost to the Bucks, but he had played a decent game then too. So yeah, he just needed to get that. He couldn't miss some of the moves he was doing. Like, it's only a few guys in the NBA can do that kind of stuff, and he's like that, and that's the guy that we needed. Like I talked about the last episode, that we needed him to really be Darius Garland, and he was that the other day. We just didn't have Donovan Mitchell, so it was tough. But yeah, Finn, do you want to talk about Embiid?
For my player performance of the week, I'm going to have Embiid dropping the 59 burger, stringing it up on the Jazz, stunting their momentum, like really a wake-up call to them. And it was just, I was watching the game. They were rotating through every single guy like a carousel, anyone they could try and find to stop him. And like his bag is so like, it seems like guard oriented almost now, where he has like a hop step. He has a mid-range jumper. I feel like he goes to the mid-range jumper more than he goes to his drop step or to like his little baby hook or anything like within 2 feet or 4 feet. He goes to that like little fade. It's going down too. It's insane. He was killing marketing, and then they switched Olynyk on him. And then who's the one other dude, Matt? Do you remember? I forget.
On the Jazz.
Yeah.
It was Markin and Olynyk.
He was scorching one other dude.
Oh, Jared Vanderbilt.
Everybody on him was getting killed. And he's so strong, but he's so like dainty with his movement, and he's so agile. Like if they played 2 games in a row, he would have had 100 because he had 100 in those 24 hours. He had,
Yeah.
So
That's insane.
guys going 8.
My player performance of the week so far has been, I'll say today with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander having 42 points against the Washington Wizards. And really just what stands out to me about his game is that not the best 3-point shooter tonight. He shot 2 of 3 from 3. And just the fact that he's scoring that many amount of points. I remember I checked Milwaukee versus Cleveland today. I saw Brook Lopez had like 29 and shot 7 of 8 from 3 tonight. And I feel like that sets Shai aside from everybody else in the league to be averaging 31 points and not taking too many 3-point shots. And his game is kind of similar to Luka's, just how they play in their own kind of pace, not really too fast, not too slow, but gets to his spots every time and can give you consistent, easy buckets. So shout out to Shai, and I'll leave it at that.
So tough. His I saw a post. His on-court aesthetic is the hardest in the NBA right now, and there were just some flicks like from courtside of him with the opposite side leg sleeve and arm sleeve with the blue Thunder jerseys and the headband, and he looked tough.
Yeah, he hit the game winner today too, which is crazy.
Bro's dropped 30 in 8 games or 9 games.
Yeah, he's averaging 32 right now or something like
wow.
That.
He probably just overtook KD for total. No, actually not yet.
But yeah, that's a good segue into recapping games from today. We're recording this on the 16th, so I'll quickly touch on the Cavs.
Also since the last pod.
Yeah, there's nothing really to talk about with the Cavs, but they just today, at least, they got killed on the boards. We didn't have Jared Allen, and no one seemed like they could rebound. Robin Lopez moves like a snail, so having his brother being able to
Kind of
shoot
look like Robin Lopez
me, uh,
in a great way,
Robin just
in a
can't.
have fun way.
Yeah, Robin just can't be out on the perimeter whatsoever. So his brother being able to shoot 28 footers doesn't really help his case, having to go all the way out there, and then as
At
soon as
all.
switch, he can't move. So anyone just gets right by him, and then it's help, and then it's a wide open three. So that we just got killed on the boards, and you can't really. We got rebounded 67-41 or something like that today. That's ridiculous. So can't expect to win that game. But,
Weak.
yeah.
Of
The next game we'll talk about is the Celtics Hawks. That was a good game today.
Celtics versus Hawks was a good game for the Celtics. I'm a Celtics fan, also a Hawks fan, so it was bittersweet. But I'm really not proud of the Hawks. I think that they beat Milwaukee the other night, and they've been on a miss and match little streak, win loss win loss win loss. So they lost tonight against the Celtics, and just our defense on the perimeter, just Boston was able to penetrate today. Grant Williams knocking down big shots. They were missing Marcus Smart and Malcolm Brogdon tonight, and even though that Jason Tatum didn't have a high performance night, he only had like 19 points. Jaylen Brown only had 22 or 24 points. It was like this game, they just ran the clock down. Atlanta wasn't able to score. Trae Young was doing the best that he can post half, and I noticed that he does that a lot more. It's just we don't really hit what we need to in the first half, and then it's all up to Trae to try to clean it up. And same thing with DeJounte Murray. He tries to do his best, but we aren't that efficient from three, and we really need to work on our defense. I thought Aaron Holiday and Justin Holiday would be big defensively. I feel like our biggest addition defensively has been DeJounte Murray. We're still missing Bogey. I feel like that could help us spark on coming from the second string with the 3-point shooting, but need to close out. We got to play tighter defense. We give up on our defender, then they just get straight backdoor cuts. Like Grant Williams had too many of those tonight, and we just got bullied tonight. So it wasn't a good game. We didn't perform well. We got to do better with keeping up in the first half, and then we also got to figure out how to close out early in the third quarter if we do reach a gap in the half, and then continue to close out in that fourth quarter.
I was like kind of watching the game. Like I was watching like bits and pieces of it. Like every time the Hawks just made a run, like they'd cut it to like 4, and then the Celtics go back up 12. 4 and then 12, 4 and then 12 on repeat.
Those are the worst games to watch or bet on.
Yeah.
And then get up 20. And then get up 20. And I don't understand that.
Yeah, and like I'm just looking at the box score now. Like Tatum only having 19 and Brown only having 22. You don't expect them to score 126 points, but you have 16 and 10 from Derek White, 18 from Grant Williams, like 15 from Sam freaking Hauser. Like there was
big threes. Oh my.
Like 15 from Luke Cornett, 14 from Peyton Pritchard. Like just random stuff like that. Like that's what makes the Celtics as good as they are. So
100%. And I feel like that's what the Hawks need to work on out of all of the teams that are able to exploit that from the Eastern Conference. It is the team that made the finals appearance last season. Like Milwaukee hasn't been able to do that. Philly hasn't been able to do that. A lot of powerhouses that you would consider to be in the Eastern Conference aren't able to really expose the Atlanta Hawks like that. And I think that's what sets the Celtics aside, just by the actions that they run and by the way that they play defense. Great defensive team.
So speaking of 20-point games, and this is going to segue us nice into the next segment, which is league news. Correct, Matt?
Yeah.
The Shield was not protected the last 2 games. The Shield was not protected against the Lakers. It was abysmal. And the Shield was definitely not protected when we get strung 150 points by the Kings last night. You come off that Clippers game feeling good. That's in theory the best team of the 3. And that Lakers game, they just came out flat. It was so ugly. Pat Bev claimed he set the tone. I watched the game. He did not. He claimed he slowed KD down. He did not. We missed open shots. Joe Harris has been clanking. Royce O'Neal shooting in a 20-something% from 3. And it was more of the same last night. It's kind of the same thing that Slim was saying. We were getting it like 6, 10, 4 around there. And then they just went on like a 30-6 run. And it was right after I took them like plus 220. They were down 6. I was like, yo, I'm feeling good about this. I like blinked and it was like a 30-5 run. So I don't know if that's culture related. It seems like everybody's head is all over the place. We had a little bit of a smooth patch, and you saw what the team can do when that's the case. But now that the Kyrie stuff is kind of resurfacing, and this can move us into league news, people are speaking out saying that he should be playing. Some people are not. Do you guys have any take on that, Matt? Before I just make one.
Well, yeah, I was going to say I think you jinxed the Nets defense.
I did.
You were bragging, oh, I'm number one. Oh, I'm number one.
This whole weekend leading up to the Clippers.
Yeah,
so what am I supposed to do? Because the facts are the facts. We probably went to the bottom of the PR just from last night.
Well, you don't. There's the facts are the facts. You don't gloat about the stats.
Teams playing hard-nosed ball.
That's facts.
They got something. They got a. They're still that same team. That's a number 1 defensive team. They just have something loose screws going on right now, and this is what I'm talking about. And it has to do with the organization. It has to do with the higher ups. It has to do with people, idiots on Twitter saying to blow it up. So that what? The only good part of the organization is your good players. You're gonna blow it up and have a terrible owner and a terrible GM and a first-year coach and get rid of your only good assets or your good players? Blow it up for these nuts, dude. I was reading some tweets today that were so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a segue.
Last thing on league news with that was Jaylen Brown speaking out today to reporters, defending Kyrie Irving, basically saying that it only takes 5 minutes of internet research to see what Joe Tsai has been involved in and swept under the rug. And I will allow you to do your own research and form your own opinions, and I will leave it at that. That's how I'm happy to see guys voice their opinion and speak out and defend each other like brothers, like who have played together, and someone who Jaylen Brown probably looks up to Kyrie and knows him well. So you can form your own opinion on that. Maybe a later date, we'll speak on it when more stuff has come to light. But yeah, I just wanted to bring up the fact that there's now some players cross league taking shots at some owners. It's just we're heading down an interesting path here.
Yeah, like it also kind of goes into like the player empowerment kind of stuff. Like it's like saying stuff like that. Like normally, like no matter what, like player empowerment, whatever. Like, oh, this guy wants to trade for this guy, whatever. Like it all started with LeBron, but like now all the best players are getting input on team moves and stuff like that. So it kind of goes into that. Like if players are going and like talking about the owners, there's definitely way more dirt on the owners. Like even the Suns owner, like he's selling the team now. Like even Ime Udoka with the Celtics, like all these guys just have just as much stuff, if not more, than the players. But like I would assume. But like
it'll come to light. The truth always comes to light.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it. News around the league, I guess the Jazz have kind of cooled off. They've lost 2 in a row. I mean, they're still 10-6, but
from that finals prediction, not looking too hot.
I didn't say that.
They're slowing down right now.
They're slowing down.
My bold prediction was the Cavs, and they've lost 5 straight. So I don't know, but
that was probably going to heat back up.
But yeah, so the Jazz have been a little cold. I mean, they played some tough games, but Embiid dropped 60 on them with all the gazillion rebounds, blocks, assists.
So funny to watch him like just run through defenders. I made a nice highlight video that posted it up.
I'm trying to think what else. Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, we talked about earlier. He's been unbelievable.
Going crazy.
They've been winning some close games. Miami is heating up a little bit. They're starting to win some games. Jimmy Butler had a clutch block on Devin Booker yesterday.
He was hype.
But yeah,
Very
so
high.
Love
they
to see
came back
Duncan Robinson getting no burn.
He's getting no burn again.
Duncan Robinson has not been.
It's a liability.
Duncan Robinson stinks.
But
Whoa.
I think Duncan Robinson stinks. You don't think he stinks?
I think that he
Think he can
could
play in the
be.
Eastern Conference Finals?
I think that he could work better in a system that is gonna allow him to play his game.
You don't think he'll just get targeted the same every time?
I don't think so.
I think he needs to be on like a bad team to like actually get, say, 12 shots a game. Like he kind of needs to play like the Kevin Herter for the Kings role, where he shoots like
You
12
took
shots.
the words out of my mouth. Thank you.
Bro
Man.
lit us up last night.
Dude, he always lights the Cavs up, and
He's been able to do that ever since he was with the Hawks, and love Kev. Yeah, I miss him, dude. Same thing with Gallo. I know Gallo isn't able to play for the Boston Celtics, but I'm pretty sure he led the league for a minute in free throw percentage made last season, and just consistent players go out there and give their all every night. But Kevin Herter just lights you up when you least expect it. So for him to really thrive in Sacramento, where I feel like they're able to play a lot more loose than compared to Atlanta, because our head coach Nate McMillan, he sticks to his plays and his actions that he likes to set for the guys. And I feel like that is kind of what hurts us, is we kind of get out of our own flow of being able to just, kind of do like KD and Luka and everybody else, just get in your bag just because you are in control. You're confident that your stars are in control. But Kev was a big step. So I feel like Duncan Robinson, if he left, like he could go to Utah. I could see him in Sacramento.
Yeah, that's not a bad fit.
I could see him over there in Los Angeles, to think about what shooters that they could use for the Lakers. I feel like Duncan Robinson would be a great fit in LA.
He's a bum contract.
Yeah, he's getting paid $20 million a year or something.
Yeah.
They should have re-signed him last summer.
Yeah. And then I know we talked. I
got Strus.
Yeah.
You got
and
Strus.
Gabe Vincent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know we talked about the Celtics already, but I mean, they're on an 8-game win streak, tying the lead for the longest win streak. Or no, Bucks had 9 games, right? They were 9-0. Yeah. So they have 1 game back of the longest streak of the year. They're just playing great basketball. I mean, that's pretty much it. For
Deuce keeps scrapping players post game too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone's got to put Deuce on a leash.
He's like low key their mascot.
For real, really. Shout out Deuce.
Bro loves going in the locker room and clapping all the players up, like getting his dap up.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be so sick. He's like a 6-year-old kid. If he's even 6, probably like 4. But
he's kind of.
All right, do you want to do this?
He's a kid.
On God, he's a great kid.
Yeah. All right, let's do this or that. So our this or that player for this episode is Desmond Bane. He's been balling, like we talked about last episode. So, all right, Desmond Bane or Klay Thompson? Right now.
Desmond Bane.
Yeah, Desmond Bane. Clay's been rough. He's got to work himself back. But I
got Klay over 17.5 tonight.
Hopefully that's cash.
They're playing D-Book, man. He got fouled out last game, or he got a tech and ejected. And I feel like he's gonna go crazy. And I got it on right now. That's what I'm looking up at. It's the half right now, 72-65. Suns up, but Desmond Bane every day of the week.
All right, Desmond Bane or Tyrese Maxey?
Maxey.
Respectfully, Bane. He's just a big guard.
Yeah, I'm taking Bane too. I like Maxey a lot, but I like Desmond Bane, how he's been playing this year more.
100.
All right, Desmond Bane or Tyler Hero?
Tyler Hero.
Got me fucked up. Desmond
Tyler
Bain.
Hero. Tyler
I'm
Hero.
going Desmond Bain too. I feel like Tyler Hero is just so hit or miss.
He tried to say, put me in the same conversation as Luca and Trey. And I was like, bro, look at the numbers. He's
Just
like,
wait.
he said, look at the numbers though, Slim. He said, look at my numbers now. His numbers now are not even, why would you say that?
That's
Yeah.
facts. That's facts. That's facts. But the reason why I chose Maxey and Tyler over Bain is just because I see the way that they run the offense. And I don't feel as if Desmond Bain really runs the offense, can run the offense. Like, he's good past half court, can get his own bucket as soon as he's off the catch from the perimeter, and plays bully ball. He's strong. He has that strength, can really bully any 2-guard, 1-guard that tries to pick him up, help, anything, knock down the 3 ball. Desmond Bain is a phenomenal player. And I feel that, but Tyrese Maxey and Tyler Hero are also able to shoot the 3 ball, but they really push the ball in transition, and they really coordinate the offense to kind of be the one. And I feel like that's what makes them a little bit more dangerous. They may not have the strength, but they have the capability of shooting. It's all about consistency, which they will develop later on, just get into the function of things. And I'd take Tyler Hero, and I'd take Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah. All right. So Desmond Bain or Jordan Poole?
Bain.
Yeah, I'd go Bain too. Poole's been hit or miss this year, but he's been playing better in the last few games.
He just
Desmond Bain or Zach LaVine?
Desmond Bain.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Bain too this year, just because LaVine.
He's averaging more, ain't he?
Yeah, I think so. LaVine's just been like, he's just so hit or miss, and like the Bulls the only way they win games is if he goes crazy, and he doesn't go crazy enough. And Bain has just been consistently scoring and winning, so I'll go with Bain. All right, Desmond Bain or Bradley Beal?
Desmond Bain.
That's easy cash.
I'm going Bradley Beal.
I think Beal's a liability.
I think Beal's
Facts.
had a solid year. He hasn't been great. This year, Desmond's been playing better, but I'm saying like over the course of the year, I think I'd rather have Beal. All right, Desmond Bain or Anthony Simons? Both are great twos in a good backcourt. So I figured this was a good find on.
You heard it.
I'm gonna go with the young cat,
tough.
Anthony Simons.
I'm going with Bain, but I mean, you could toss a coin, and I wouldn't be mad either way.
Simons
I would not.
Like,
And facilitation level, crazy. He's like looking at guys. Are we? Wait, what top 3 are we doing?
guys,
you need more playing time.
Or okay, or we're not doing vets this episode. Okay, I feel as if the vets that you have to learn from, I feel like Steven Adams is really the only vet from Memphis. So Desmond Bain doesn't really have enough to soak up outside of Ja, just in regards to facilitation and being
Kyle
able
Anderson slow-mo.
Slick. But compared to Damian Lillard, man, Ant is really soaking up a lot of that PT with Dame being out and Dame taking some time, and really also being next to Dame, just peeping the way that he does things. So can shoot the 3 ball, can penetrate, can run the offense, facilitate for the guys that's around him. I'm taking Anthony Simons.
All right, let's do name that player.
Do a little shadow player action.
Yeah, kind of like name that Pokemon, but
guess that player.
All right. I'm just gonna read you the points, rebounds, and then we'll keep a running tally throughout the season to see who has more between you two.
All right, bet.
And I'll keep it up I'll take note of it. All right.
Don't knock the mic over.
All right, whoever says it first. All right, this player is averaging 21.2 points per game. This is all this year. 8.4 rebounds and 2.3 assists.
Do we get hints?
Yeah, if you don't get it after a certain amount of time, I'll give you a
Say it
hint.
again.
21.2 points,
Mhm.
8.4 rebounds,
Alright.
2.3 assists. He's in the Western Conference. That's my hint.
I'm ready to go.
All right, say it.
DeAndre Ayton.
Nope.
Gobert.
Come on.
I was
No
trolling you.
chance.
That wasn't your answer?
No, I was messing with him.
Uh-oh.
All right, Finn, go. I don't want
You can
to
go
take your
too.
spot.
It doesn't.
No, we're racing. I'm trying to think. I was just messing with
Oh,
him.
Wig.
Nope. He's
22, 8, and 2.
21.2, 8.4, and 2.3 assists.
What team?
Not Russ.
I can't give you the team. I'll give you.
We're gonna race on the team.
He's in the front court.
He's in the front court.
Yeah, that doesn't really help based on stats.
No, with 8
It
rebounds.
does. It does. It does.
8 rebounds, 2.3 assists. If that wasn't clear earlier.
AD.
Nope. Good guess though. Their team's
Bron?
over 500.
Jeremy Grant.
Nope. I can't believe you guys haven't got this yet.
Has to be somebody functional.
Dion.
Nope.
It's another solid guess.
Their team has 10 wins.
It's hard with a 21-point guy.
10 wins.
Market him.
Yep.
Let's go.
I can't believe you guys.
That's
took
crazy.
Well, I
That's
thought we were
crazy.
That's 1-0. That's all I got to say.
That's
to that.
crazy. That's crazy.
All right. Next one. This player averages 32.3 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, and 5.9 assists. There's only a
Shea.
handful of guys.
Shay.
Slim had it first.
Oh.
All right.
1-1.
Last one. This one might take you guys a while. All right. 24.8 points per game, 9.3 rebounds, 7.7 assists.
28. Wait, how much?
24.8 points, 9.3 rebounds, 7.7 assists.
What conference? Off rip.
East.
24, 9 rebounds. Hell no. 24.
Harden.
Nope.
No.
Good guess though.
Guard?
No, front court again.
Julius Randle.
Nope. Similar kind of position.
DeMar.
Nope.
No.
I think 7.7 assists is the key here.
7.7 assists.
What division?
The North.
That'll give it away. That'll give
Northeast,
it away.
I think. I think it is. I don't really know.
Siakam.
Yeah, Siakam.
Oh.
All right, Finn.
Geography.
Start a
2-1.
new meeting,
2-1.
and then we'll do the top 3.
Get that tally up on the wall. Actually,
Go ahead.
I'm not,
2-1.
I was about to write marker on my wall. I'm not going to do that, but there will be.
Do
have
it.
it.
You
I
won't.
have
You
it
won't.
written
You
down.
won't. You won't. You won't. You won't. You won't.
I got it at the top.
Slim, I will.
You won't. You
All right.
won't. You won't. Hey,
Every time I W, I'll put a mark on this wall.
nah, it gotta be L's. It'll be L's too.
It's a running tally. It's 2-1.
See him up there?
You dig? Your whole wall is just gonna have me shitting on you. Finn, Mr. FL,
Yes.
tell the people about your benching situation today in your men's league.
I appreciate this spotlight. There was a situation that went down today. Anthony's Arms, hashtag Anthony's Arms. We are 2-0, which is tremendous. And the guys are really starting to get together and glue together. And you can tell. But I mean, today I start, obviously. The first game I didn't really get too many dribbles down. I think I had like 9 points or something. And I hit like a 3 and a couple mid-range jumpers. Couldn't really get my flow going. But the first couple plays, I didn't really touch the rock tonight. We had a big dude, maybe a 6'10", maybe he was 6'9" dude who was picking up on our team tonight. So I wanted to run some high pick and rolls with him. We talked before the game. I was like, I want to throw him some lobs. Like I wanted to get him going. I get in there for like the first 6 minutes. I'm getting up, stopping ball. I'm getting steals. I'm throwing it off people's legs, jumping out of bounds. We're like getting good momentum plays. I'm dropping a few dimes. And I missed these 2 open threes. And like for whatever reason, if I miss like an open 3 or 2, I'm gone. Coach just yanks. And so that's what happened. Didn't get in for the whole rest of the first half. Came in the second half, started. Like dropped like 1 dime. I think we got a few stops, maybe like 12 minutes in. Like there's 12 minutes left, so 8 minutes in. Missed like another 3. And then some dude, I got freaking benched again and didn't touch the court again. Now, it's okay. I understand. Came up to me at post game and said, yeah, probably should have did that a little differently. Hyping it up for the funny story, but hashtag free FL. I need freed. And I need off that bench so I can get off for 30. I can get that microphone on me. Thank goodness I didn't have it today. And I didn't have the person there film me because it would have been a waste. I would have got highlights of me sitting on the bench. But you know
That's
me.
tough, though.
I'd always like
That's
to make
tough.
this public, though. I'm a good teammate. I'm extremely happy. My energy was up. I'm clapping on the bench. Yeah, my situation's not great. But if we're getting a win, hashtag Anthony's arms pulling a W down, there's nothing I'd rather have. So
Big
you know
dub.
what? I'll get my 30 next time.
40.
Yeah, I'll get it.
40. 45.
Segue into that. I mean, top
That was
3
just a
players.
nice way for us to ease into our draft for the day, which is players who need more playing time. Guys who need freed as I need freed. Hashtag free FL. You can get that going. You can get that going.
No cap.
So as we know, we do the wheel. Finn's got the wheel to see who picks first.
Finna hit the wheel. Slim, there was allegations last week of it being a rigged wheel by Slim. That's not accurate. It's a random wheel. It's a 33.3% chance for each of us. So here it comes. Make sure I get the sound up for you.
Jesus,
what a long wheel.
Yeah. Give me first. Give me first. Fuck, Slim. Oh, it's Slim.
You dig.
All right. Am I gonna wrap up the third spot again? I mean, I cleaned house last week. I
want to just touch on my draft also. Last week, I know there was some mix-ups. I want to completely apologize for my blunder and show that this week, when I'm fully on, I'm on.
I'll take 2. I don't love it, but I'll take it.
Ooh.
All right.
All right, starting it off.
Lead us off.
Snake draft. Here we go. First overall pick, Slim.
First overall pick. Players who need more PT. First pick, free FL. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
But I'll take Peyton Pritchard for the Boston Celtics. Dog.
That guy.
Dog. Very much a dog. Shout out to Peyton Pritchard.
On my list. Bottom, towards the bottom of my list, but on my list.
All right. My number 1 guy that I think needs more playing time. He's slowly been getting more minutes. But it's Bol of the Orlando Magic.
Shout out Bobo.
This guy has been hooping. I mean, he's a freak of nature, so you're going to see clips of him everywhere. But he's actually been playing some really good ball. He was stashed in Denver for a while. Now he's just starting to come into his own on the Magic. Fun young team. Him and Paolo going to be together a long time.
I wanted Bull. That's tough. But that's fine because you guys cakewalked me to the victory here with the 3rd overall pick. Should have been the 1st overall pick. Derrick Rose.
That's facts.
Free Derrick Rose. If you have not seen this, yeah, I'm going to zoom right in on that face, Matt.
That's facts.
A lot of Knicks fans are saying on Knicks Twitter, D Rose is what is the engine that keeps that team churning. Whenever he's in there,
facts.
So much better, Matt. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Facts.
No, I don't. I'm just saying he's a sketchy guy, but you need more PT on the Knicks. You've got Jalen Brunson.
Matt, listen. He's got like 13 minutes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes the last couple games. That's ridiculous.
That's all he's got available to him. But you're saying that
that's not accurate.
Pay him more than Brunson?
That's give him 20. Give him 22.
Give him 20. Give him
I'm
22.
telling you, when he's out there, the pace is higher, and he's like he has a sane head on his shoulders. Where a lot of those guys are hotheads, like Randall or Brunson. Like a lot of the times,
Great vet.
D Rose gets the ball, catches it in his waist, and just goes like this and relaxes the O. Trust me.
No, I don't doubt it. I'm just saying he's not really in line for a ton of minutes.
Number 2, my second overall pick. What I mentioned earlier, even though he is getting freed currently under Jacques Vaughn and with the Kyrie suspension, it is Cam Thomas. It's free Cam Thomas, the man who led the nation in scoring out of LSU, the man whose rookie year, every time he got burned last year, and this is insane. There was times where Harden was on the court that he looked like the best player on the court when he would go out there and have 20 points in a like a 10-minute spurt and then get benched for the rest of the game. I'm not going to get too deep in on this because if you watch this podcast, then you'll understand the amount of times I bring this up. So I don't need to. But free CT. CT is a guy who will be able to also control the pace and put the ball in the bucket.
All right, for my second pick, I'm going with the guy on the Washington Wizards, who you guys will probably laugh at me for this pick.
We'll see.
But he's been playing well, and I think he's deserved a couple more minutes. Rui Hachimura. Every time I see him, he's been getting buckets. So I think he's a little bit more PT. Porzingis has been balling, but I think them two next to each other could be something good.
Rui's been playing well.
Keep it simple. Just keep the train moving here. Let's try and go back weeks with a win.
He played pretty well in Japan, and I like the way that he was playing when they did the first opener preseason games. Played pretty well in Japan. For my second pick, I'll have to go Damian Lee. Damian Lee's been getting buckets.
That's a phenomenal pick.
Thank you. He was gonna be my first pick, but I'm with the C's, so I had to give some shout out to Peyton Pritchard. But Damian Lee, playing that role where he just got out of last season, just with the Warriors. You see how Curry plays, Jordan Poole, just quick, easy buckets, and I feel like him playing in that same similar style that he's probably learned being around those guys and around Steve Kerr. He's brought that to the Phoenix Suns and has provided D-Book another shooter to be able to feed the ball to, and his tenacity. He doesn't shy away from just putting up a shot, putting up open buckets, or going to get the open bucket, getting in his spot, pulling up mid-range floaters, just doing whatever he needs to do to get the Phoenix Suns some big time points and some big time moments when they get down. And my third pick, I may go IQ, Emmanuel Quickly. You give me Quickly. I feel like
also
he's
on my list. Great pick.
Thank you. I feel like Quickly's real tough. Help push the ball in transition. Can knock down the 3 ball, and just like his last name, he's quick and just get a bucket. Shine, can take a lot up under D Rose to help him shine, and can be a big step 6-man.
All right, I'm between two guys here.
Flip a coin.
No, I'm going with Jordan Nwora on the Bucks. I just watched him torch us.
Tough.
I know they got a lot of their guards out, so he's played a lot today, but he just consistently gets buckets. Like Connaughton, Middleton, and Holiday were all out today, but he just consistently gets buckets, and I just think he's pretty solid. So I think he's the guy. But yeah, I think that's my third pick. It's a decent little team.
My final pick is a little bit controversial, and that's why I saved it for the last slot.
Oui.
Because this person is getting around 24 minutes a game, 26 minutes a game, which is 28 around there, whatever, which is a lot, which is over half the game by a little bit. It's Tyrese Halliburton or Benedict Mathurin.
Whoa.
Oh, I was good. That was my other guy.
Wow.
He's up there.
That was literally my other
Look,
guy.
look,
Last
look.
week.
Yeah.
What he did, Matt, against us was foul for that young of a dude. Was just absolutely torching us. And I feel like the way Tyrese was talking about him, he's just a competitor and he's got a good motor.
And playing with Tyrese, you see Tyrese's IQ, and he's able to, like, past few games, 13 assists, 14, 15 assists, consistent, and just looking to feed the open man, and in that one play where he was talking to the coach, like, I can get it there, and
Yeah, that skip.
yeah, he's like, I can get it there. Coach is like, all right, do it. He did it. And coach was like, oh yeah. I feel like that's great young cat to learn under, Benedict Mathurin, being able to learn under Tyrese Halliburton. That's going to elevate his game to the next level, because Tyrese is still young and doing something that we haven't really seen anybody else do in the league. So that's a tough pick.
And who knows what Benedict Mathurin's stats look like at 35 minutes a game, and I'll leave it at that. I don't care if he's a rookie. You're throwing all shit at the wall and seeing what sticks in Indiana right now. So,
dog too. He said y'all gonna have to prove to me that LeBron is better than me.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody else
is
carrying.
That's just a dog.
Dog.
Matt, that's a sleeper pick, and I can't believe you said about D Rose. I wish there was someone who would come flame you for that.
Look, the Knicks fans gonna light his ass up.
I had Bobo, Rui, and Jordan Nwora.
And
paint picture IQ, Damian Lee.
D Rose, Cam Thomas, and Benedict Mathurin.
All right, that's this or that.
That's tough.
Episode 2.
We'll
talk to you. You're welcome.